Hello members, this is Greg Kantak, your 2022 president, and I am here today with Bernadette Cole. I'm very excited to talk about a new member benefit, which will be a network of Women's Council of Realtors. Now, for those of you who do not know what Women's Council of Realtors is, it's a network of almost 12,000 members in over 240 chapters nationwide. And the interesting thing about this, one, it's important because our industry is made up, I think the latest statistics are 62% of our industry is women. But it's not just women members. But you brought to the board last year when you were serving on the executive team the need to develop one of these chapters. So what was it about WCR that drove you to want to start this here?
One of the things that really drove me about Women's Council of Realtors is it's one of the organizations that's really raising the bar in our industry. And so they focus on leadership and collaboration, and their core values were just so in line with who we are as an organization.
Absolutely.
And so there was such a need, for those of us that were members in the area, we would have to travel throughout the state, over an hour away, sometimes even further, for Women's Council events. And so last year when we discussed it as a board, everyone saw the value of bringing it to SMAR. So we're super excited that we're gonna have events here in our area and be able to grow a chapter. And we feel like it's just gonna supplement all of the things that we've been doing in SMAR to grow.
Now, one of the benefits I've always said about associations is that they expand these networks. Mm-hmm. So talk about the network in terms of your personal experience, because you've gone to WCR events, both
Yes.
national and statewide.
Yes.
So what is the feel of that? Tell me about the collaboration that you've sensed when you're there and how it's expanded your own network.
One of the things with Women's Council of Realtors is just the focus on leadership and how it attracts so many leaders. So being in rooms at the Women's Council events, whether they're local, whether they're national, you are surrounded by people who are leaders in our industry that have the vision, for what's to come. And so that's one of the things that's really been exciting about the events. There's also such a huge focus on education. Really? And yes, in all areas of education, whether it's technology, so there's constant classes that you can plug into, and they're all things that keep you on top of what's going on. And with the last several years, we've encountered so many things as real estate professionals. Right. When it comes to market, like legislation, law changes, just, so many things have happened. And Women's Council of Realtors has always been on top of it as far as bringing trainers and education and helping us to be able to be aware of all these different aspects that factor into being a real estate professional.
Now, the interesting thing is one of the myths of WCR is that it only accepts women as members, and frankly, members, that's not the case.
No, it's not.
So there are really a
Yes.
lot of men involved
Yes.
in this as well. So,
yes, and again, with so much of the focus being on leadership, education, collaboration, that's all of us. So it is absolutely an inclusive organization. Whether you're a woman, male, you're welcome to join.
And they have annual events and localized events. So they're like conferences and
Absolutely.
speakers, webinars, and there's a breadth of information.
Yes, you can attend. There's even, with COVID, we've had a lot more online events.
Right.
But there's always been online type training. So there's live online events. We have local events. Mid-year for NAR
Yes.
in DC, there'll be Women's Council events at that time as well, and they also
at the
do it.
Gaylord.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes, and they also do it at the national events. And again, it's a fantastic way to collaborate. And it's like with all the organizations that we have, like having representation from SMAR now in Women's Council of Realtors, it's one more thing that we get to attend, we get to learn from leaders in our industry, and we get to bring that back to our local board and share. and take some of those ideas and put those into our local events and bring some of the speakers and trainers that we experience and bring them back to SMAR so that our members can benefit from it as well.
That's incredible. And one of the exciting things that we can offer to you is there is a kickoff to have initial founding members sign up.
Yes.
This will be March 22nd at the Holiday Inn in Solomon's Island. Every one of our members is invited. Right now, I'm inviting you, and so is Bernadette.
Yes.
It'll be from 1 to 3 that afternoon. We'll be able to sign people up immediately,
Yes,
correct?
We will. And we are so excited about this kickoff, and we're really asking for your support in being a founding member with us. We do have to have a minimum number of members to start our chapter. And so again, this is something that's going to add tremendous value to SMAR. So we hope to see you there on March 22nd at the Holiday Inn in Solomon's at 1 p.m.
Perfect. And we're going to have a lot of attendees there, and you'll be able to see your executive committee, many of your board members, and I believe there is standing room only at that event, but there will be cocktails and other things that they can avail themselves of. This, of course, is an added benefit. We hope to have this chapter formalized by probably the end of summer, which is going to be great.
Yes.
So it's just the initial members that we need to submit to the national.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, and if you're unsure, come and check it out. Come hear more about it, come meet some of the members, and you can decide on that day.
Yeah, you've got a rather dynamic advisory committee, so I have a feeling that this will be very well attended.
Yes.
As always, we thank you. These are additional benefits that we like to bring to you and to expand your network, and networking is a key foundation of our industry. So I hope to see you on the 22nd of March, 1 to 3, Holiday Inn in Solomon's Island, and this is news you can use. Thank you so much.